Hi there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Basically, I am shooting this almost near the afternoon, so I can greet you good afternoon. So I have quite a few episodes on my mind, and I'll start with a couple of discontinued, sort of very, very rare fragrances. I'm not quite sure about the right one, but both of them are marketed towards women, and I'm gonna be uh, passing them to another person. So before I do, I have to do the content because I believe these are very rare perfumes and they need to be reviewed a little bit by modern day reviewers. So I have one from the house of Bulgari. Other one, this house I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but it's all French. The name is French. So I think it's called C'est la Fete by Jeanne Arthes. I mean, I'm really really bad at this. Is a pure French name. So this is the fragrance that I'm gonna struggle with. But this one is called Bvlgari Blue Notte or Note pour Femme. So this is the one I'm gonna do. So basically, let me see if I can put my phone. Yes. Okay. So yeah, the phones are on silent. Let's start the review. So why I decided to do both of them in the one video? The reason being time shortage. If I cannot cover everything, I'm sorry, but I think you benefited from the review itself. Okay, so here we go. So first one, let's start with Bvlgari. There are a few interesting things about this fragrance. Okay, house. First of all, Bvlgari is a jewelry maker house. They make a lot of products. Perfumes are sort of their one product line. And if you do not know Bvlgari, they sort of made few fragrances. Then they made some limited time release like Bvlgari's Aqua Marine, Aqua Mara, and then they have Atlantic. So in that line, they also made Bvlgari Aqua Tonic and Bvlgari Aqua Marine Tonic. So those are very, very rare, very expensive. I own them both luckily. But this line basically came with blue. BLV is blue. So I have that fragrance from men's side, which is called Bvlgari Blue Puram. Okay. So I'll keep it here just for the review's sake. And it's a very nice, clean, fresh, kind of peppery, very long lasting scent with a very heavy bottle, discontinued fragrance. And then they released Bvlgari Blue Note or Note. I don't know how it goes. It's Notte, right? Like this. So I was looking for that fragrance, but unfortunately I could never find it. If I can ever find it or review it, but fortunately I have the female Note version or Note version. So this fragrance I think is a flanker to Bvlgari BLV Blue Pour Femme. And interesting fact number 2 is this fragrance I just searched. It's going for $625 US dollars for 75 ml or the smaller bottle. So you can figure how rare this must be for picking up that kind of price. I have read like notes on Fragrantica that ladies, gents, they were saying how much they enjoyed this fragrance back in the days and how they wish they brought it back, and it's so impossible to find. So that's why I'm doing this review. Okay, both of them are kind of rare, but let's go with this. So Bvlgari Blue Note, it's like, I think there's a big bottle size, kind of reflective. It's a 75 ml EDP concentration. It looks really nice. It's kind of like the blue color. There I am. I'm not facing the camera for time being. And the back it says Bvlgari. Okay, and 75 ml. Nothing much going on the box. These are the bottom. Up there, nothing much. And the bottle, it's if I put it next to the men's one, I'm gonna be careful. It looks a bit different. This one has like kind of this base, and this one for the men's it's more bold. So this bottle doesn't look very big. Okay, juice level, I think it comes around that like level only. The name, okay, at the back it says Bvlgari. Base, you'll find the sticker and all that. So the cap, metallic cap, very heavy. So interesting, when I purchased it, this cap, the whole thing, you see this until this thing neck, whole thing came off because it's been in the packet for so long. Let me check the release year of this thing. This thing is not released now. This is Alberto Morias's creation. This was from Fragrantica, I'm seeing 2004 release. So I think since 2004 I sprayed it after opening it. I think almost 9 years, isn't it? Yes, almost 9 years. This packet was not open. So when I took it off, the whole thing came off basically because of I think it was stuck. So now I took it off, I placed it back, and I cleaned this part so it goes, but still you can feel a little bit of gum, or let's say some glue from this area. If you see, yeah, I think some of the temper was gone, yes, but still it's working now. The sprayer works fine. I tested it. It's very, very beautiful fragrance. Okay, so let me see if I can get some paper. I spray it on that I'll talk about it. Spray was okay. Yeah, it sprays okay. No issue with the spray. I don't want to waste so much of the juice. The cap is of very good quality, metal. So if you can find it somewhere, if you ever tried it, please enjoy the review. Hopefully you'll try it somewhere, okay? I think perhaps keep the box away for a while. Yeah, keep this bottle next to each other. So the official notes breakdown from Fragrantica. This one I think has ginger, galanga. I think don't know what that was. Maybe floral, star anise, bergamot, mandarin orange. Middle notes are the most important notes: vodka, iris, and black locust. Okay, and then the base got dark chocolate, incense, musk, sandalwood, amber, and labdanum. So you can understand it's a very interesting note breakdown. You do not see this kind of notes breakdown in modern women's perfume nowadays. Reason being, they don't make that kind of complex fragrances anymore. But given all the notes, let me tell you what I get from this. When I smell it for the first time, it gives this nice sort of a citrusy talcum powder opening, and it's a kind of like a powdery fragrance, just like the men's one. So it's a comforting freshie to my nose. And then when you hear those other notes, okay, you can live with iris, you can live with some of the florals or citrus, but what about that vodka note? What about those dark chocolate, incense, sandalwood, amber, labdanum, like sort of like a leathery vibe? You don't have to worry about that, okay? It doesn't get that dark, but that vodka note is an imaginary note. It's a fantasy note. They did not literally put alcohol in there, but I've seen some people saying they did get that alcoholic blast, which is something like vodka doesn't really have a smell. But if you actually had Russian Grey Goose or something, or just normal vodka, vodka has this kind of like a spirit kind of smell, okay? And I'm not really very fond of that smell. It's like a cold sort of like a sensation, and it's alcoholic. I don't like that. But this one has not spirit, but I feel it's loaded with Isui Super or something like that, which is found in Molecule 01 kind of fragrances, which has a lot of Isui Super. I think this is heavy with Isui Super, which makes this fragrance super long lasting, okay? On my skin, I got 6.5 hours of longevity from a freshie. And I can tell you, that's not weak. Some of you will be laughing like, hey, that's not a lot. It's like, it's like average. Yeah, in your country, yes. But if I was wearing this in your country, I would get like 10, 12 hours plus in good conditions. But our conditions, bit extreme. Bangladesh, we have mostly warm weathers all the time. So it's extreme, either extreme hot, extreme humid. So in that weather, this is very long lasting. So the thing is, the main player of this, the player of this fragrance is that iris, I believe, which makes this fragrance super fresh, super beautiful, floral. And then you get that labdanum, and you'll be like, how's this leather oriented? Even if you smelled it, you'll be like, this fragrance smells like powdery talcum powder, iris. I get that, but how is it leathery? If you know the fragrance like men's side, or maybe unisex perfume called Midnight in Paris, that one has a beautiful suede note, and that one gives that vibe of white leather, like a blanche sort of leather. This one gave me that, okay? So it is kind of on the boozy side, it's kind of on the floral, fresh, powdery talcum powder side, but at the same time it has that suede effect, okay? So these are the things this makes this fragrance very, very interesting, and it's not for everybody. I tell you one thing, this one, if you blind bought it may not work for you, may not, because this kind of fragrance are not safe. If you like Narciso Rodriguez for her line, you may like this. And there is that chocolatey but not very cacao or dark chocolate or powdery, that sort of chocolate, not like a brownie smell. Again, white chocolate, okay? So very interesting perfume, loads of notes, and they are mashed together. They go side by side, hand in hand, and makes it very interesting wearing. And I really feel this kind of fragrances should come back. They should not discontinue this kind of fragrances, just like Bvlgari BLV, one of my favorite perfumes. Just take a look at that bottle for men's side, just a stunning, heavy bottle. So the women's one, the bottle is okay, not as nice as the men's one, but I really like the way it smells, and I think this is a very beautiful perfume. Let's bring back the box. It's a very beautiful perfume, and the fragrance, it's the original one, Bvlgari BLV Perfume. I would like to try it. So I don't know the difference between this one and the original, but I like this a lot. This is going to work really well all year round, but mostly in transition period between summer and winter. In the summer you can wear it, but wear less. Do not go trigger happy with it, okay? Overall rating for this fragrance, I'll give it a very high 9, okay? Check it out, but I wish it was a bit bigger bottle. That would be lovely, okay? So that one's gone. Now time for the second and the challenging one, and I don't have a box for it. I don't know if this fragrance did come with a box, but let me remove this actually. Yeah. So keeping it aside a little bit, we'll look into this one. This is a very interesting perfume, okay? The reason being, this is a 90s release, okay? This fragrance, let me try once again. I don't know how to say this. Actually, by the name, it's supposed to pronounce like in English, C'est la Fete by Jeanne Arthes. Okay, that sounds like terrible because French people, if they watched it, they're gonna really, really bash me. I'm really sorry I didn't take any French lesson anywhere, but you guys know the perfume. The base says the name, okay? You can take a look. Yes. So I think it goes like C'est la Fete. So I'm really sorry. This 100 ml bottle, and this I picked up randomly. I had no intention of buying this fragrance. I did not go hunting for this perfume. I basically went to the market for picking up some other fragrances, Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold going. Sorry about that. Not pleasant to the ears. But I saw this bottle. I'm like, that looks like a pebble. Oh, that's an interesting one. Juice color is very pretty. I have thing for presentations. So I said, can I try that fragrance? And they said there's no box for it, nothing. And it's like not very expensive. It's like $25. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Let me check it. And they said, are you going to buy it? I'm like, not sure. I have to check it if the juice is okay. So when you say that, sometimes they let you check. So when you ask about authenticity, in Bangladesh, they let you check. Otherwise, they ask, are you going to buy it? Then only you can check it. It's like buying a car and then test driving it, there's no point. So very horrible policy sometimes. But this perfume, with all jokes apart, this is a very interesting fragrance. If you like fragrances in the likes of Angel, I don't know where I kept my Angel. Let me check if I can find that other bottle. Hold on. Okay, we are in luck. Basically, I found the other bottle. Normally, I do not find my bottles nowadays because there are way too many in the house and I have kept them in different places. I forget often. I was talking about this perfume. This is Angel, the EDP, the star, okay? And I do have the EDT version. Actually, let me remove this to create space. Bvlgari Notte is done. So creating some space, I'll keep the Angel here, which is the first release before Amin by Thierry Mugler. You guys know that patchouli, coffee, caramel and all that. And then they also released the Comet version, which is the EDT, summer wearable. If you like these two perfumes, they have many other versions of Angel, and then Angel Muse, and then tons of flankers. But mostly, it's about chocolate, patchouli, coffee, tonka, and I think praline, caramel, all those things. If you like chocolate, this is the fragrance for you. Perfect replacement if you can find it, okay? Look at that bottle. This is beautiful. This is like a bow tie. I don't know what it's called, the thing that you wear. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with the names. But it's a cap. It looks like a flower. And it's a sort of like a stopper. It looks really nice together. It looks like a pebble. Without that, it looks like a pebble. Okay, the name of the perfume. Okay, really nice caramel kind of juice. I don't know if it's filled up this much only or it evaporated over the years. So this is a release of 2000s. Okay, and let me spray some of it on the paper and talk about it. This fragrance is really, really nice. If you like chocolatey fragrances, this is really nice. Sprayers are not that great, to be honest. I mean, it's okay. It's one of the okay sprayers only, not that great. So the price was not that much. I don't know how much it's going for in the market, if it's available at all. Man, whew, this fragrance is so much more than Angel, okay? I'm saying full respect to Angel. I love Angel, but this is a lot more interesting than Angel. Why? This one has been released in 2000, I mentioned, and this one, the Angels were released, I think, 2003 or something. Okay, sorry, Angel was released in 90s. Okay, this was also released in 90s, but I think it came after Angel, or either one, vice versa. So this perfume has tons of notes. Okay, let me read out all. They're like literally like a lot. Brown sugar, blackcurrant, mandarin orange, jasmine, bergamot, honey, blackberry, cinnamon, forest fruits, iris, red rose, orchid, caramel, dark chocolate, amber, patchouli, vanilla, and musk. Almost the same nose breakdown as this one, but I think this one smells little bit like different, like Angel. Angel is totally gourmand, and it feels it's a bit sweet. This one holds back the sweetness a little bit. It's a little bit more dark, and that added honey makes it so lovely. It's more mature version of Angel. Angel is a top seller in the market. Okay, I'm making a bit long video because I want to leave the information. If you like these two, you'll find this even more interesting than Angel. Okay, longevity is very, very good, and I think it's really posh, elegant kind of woman. You can wear this for a signature scent, special occasion, anniversary and stuff like that. It's a beautiful perfume. I'm so sorry I cannot pronounce the name of this perfume, but I'll write down the name. Please hunt it down. If you see it somewhere, Google it. If you find it in any page, I think you're not gonna pay a lot, but this perfume is masterpiece. You know, like the smell is just amazing. I reviewed and tried many women's perfumes until now. This one is like, whew, so good, so good. You know, I would even rate it higher than Angel. You know, I love Angel. You guys know that. This is a perfection 10. Beautiful fragrance with an interesting blackcurrant and blackberry, wild forest fruits. It sounds really interesting, and trust me, when you put it on your skin, you're gonna absolutely love it in colder months, okay, or nighttime. So there you go, 2 reviews: Bvlgari BLV Notte for women's side, and then this perfume called, I cannot say the name. So they're both really rare, and I like them quite a lot. Check them out. Thanks for watching. Time for next review. Take care.